Man, oh man. I'm really just on here to say, eliminate the distractions and you will win. A lot of times my clients talk about, oh man, I need to get better at nutrition. My nutrition is slacking, or I need more discipline. And they don't realize that it's the little distractions in their day that suck the energy from the things that would really move their life forward. It's not the fact that you need to get better at nutrition. You would automatically get better at nutrition if you were paying attention to your nutrition. But the real reason why you can't pay attention to your nutrition is because there's little things sucking the energy from your day. I literally, right before I was recording this video, got a Facebook notification, went on Facebook, and it was a video of crayons dancing. And I was like, imagine if I clicked on that. Where would my focus have gone? How would my brain capacity have just diminished if I decided to just what is that about? Never seen that before. And so if you really want to master your health, if you really want to change, right? Obviously there's nothing that could substitute action, taking action. Only action creates momentum. So you know that you have to just get started. But once you get past that point where you realize you just have to take action, what's the next step? And that, a lot of times people think, I got to become more disciplined. When discipline is an output, it's not an input. The input is you have to become diligent. There is no way around it. You must become focused. And you would think there's no difference between discipline and diligence. Like, Nate, that's just semantics. You're just saying the same thing, and it's not the same thing. When in reality, discipline is something you become as a result of being diligent. And so when you try to become disciplined and 3 days go down by or 30 days go by and you realize you don't have the discipline yet, you get discouraged. When in fact, if you just focused on becoming diligent and doing one thing, mastering one thing, that's why health is about mastery. The only difference between somebody who thinks working out is easy and somebody who thinks working out is hard is that the person who thinks it's easy has mastered it. They've mastered a component, maybe not the entire aspect of health. Maybe there are some things lacking in their nutrition, but going to the gym is easy because they've found a way to trigger the result for themselves. And you just have to figure out a way to trigger the result for you. Just become diligent. Diligence is the key that you need to open up the door to unlimitless health. Don't let anything stop you or distract you from becoming diligent. What's the one thing? And you already know it. That's the thing. My clients already know it. They already know the thing. If I ask them, what's the one thing you know, if you did it, you can already do it, but if you did it just a little bit better, it'd probably make a difference for you. Sometimes it's really just getting up and going to the gym or waking up earlier. Or, man, I really could just make that meal the night before. Or I could really just make my clothes the night before and I'd have time to actually eat in the morning or set up my meals for the day. You'd have time, but you decide not to do it. And there's little things, there's triggers that take away your energy that stop you from doing it. Because in reality, everybody has time. Everybody has 24 hours. And what life has shown us this far is that there's tons of people who don't let the things that distract us distract them. There's tons of people. I always remember there was this girl in Africa. I read this in a story, probably in the news somewhere, and she built a plane. She didn't go to school. They gave her a textbook and she built a plane. Her whole village supported her, and she was able to contact whatever college, and they sent her all the parts and she built it from the textbook. I haven't built a plane. I don't even think I could, and then there's also that thought in my head, why would I even build a plane? Or I don't think I could build a plane. Why? Where does that come from? There is nothing stopping you from mastering your health. The things that you think about your health are an illusion. They've already disproven genetic factors. A lot of times, it's in my DNA. They've programmed you to think that way. everything comes down to epigenetics, right? So even if you have something in your DNA that is telling you this is something that you could be exposed to, the only way the DNA becomes exposed is lifestyle factors. Lifestyle factors. So things that are preventable are the things that open up your DNA to being exposed to that condition. So you are the one who is in control. It is not the thing I've been passed down from my mom and dad and their grandpa, or their mom and dad, or their mom's mom and dad. It's what you decide. So you don't have to succumb to the common ailments of today: arthritis, depression, right? You don't have to succumb to those things, because all of those things are in your hands. If you just make the decision to become diligent and forget about the discipline, forget about I'm not this, when in reality everybody has the same level of discipline, because the discipline, your output, is what you've decided to do. That's, everybody's disciplined. You know, you watch Facebook or TV or whatever you decide to do, you're disciplined in doing that. You make time to do those things. And so if you will just flip it and just say, I am the master, because deciding to commit to mastery is what makes you the master, right? So when you decide to go on the journey of habits, I will do this thing. That's what a habit is. Habit is really just your diligences, the things that you're diligent in doing every single day, right? So you don't got to overcomplicate habits. But if you say, I will become diligent, over time, you will become disciplined. But if you don't know the one thing, it always starts with one. It doesn't start with two, it doesn't start with three. That's not how numbers work. It starts with one. When you make the one thing daily to become diligent in, there is no stopping you in becoming the master of your life. Become diligent and you will become the master. All right, guys, see you in the next video. I'll be out here making more videos for you, so that way you can master your health, that you can see that you can start now and you can develop the health that matters to you. Heroic health, health that actually impacts generations. All right, guys, see you next video. Like, comment, subscribe, do that thing. Do that thing. All right, guys.